this episode, I'm installing this bad boy. 135 litre long range automotive fuel tank into the nav. It replaces the stock standard 80 litre fuel tank, so I'm basically nearly doubling the fuel capacity. So yeah, I'm doing it at home, in the garage, on the shed floor, so wish me luck, and let's get stuck into it. Alright, so why am I putting in a long range tank? Well, with the long range automotive tank, 135 litres, standard tank is 80, I'm going to get at least 70% extra fuel capacity. So that is one main reason. Number two, when we do the longer trips in the high country, say, or we're doing a weekend away, I've always got to top up. It drives me nuts because, you know, like, yeah, I might get home, like halfway home and then go, oh, I've got to fuel up again, you know. So this will basically get me away and back, and probably it'll let me run around a bit as well once I do get back. So also we are planning on doing the Madigan line next year, so stay tuned for that. That is about 700 kilometers across, no fuel stops, so it's going to save me having to carry jerrys. I'll probably need 4, 5, maybe 6 jerrys, so that's my main reason for doing this. So hopefully we'll be able to get at least 1200 k's out of a tank of fuel. How much do they cost? Off the top of my head, I think it was about $1,200, maybe a bit more, 1,400 bucks. It was about an 8-week wait, so not too bad. Obviously, if you're going to plan a long trip, organise this well before you head off. So let's get stuck into it. And there she is. The old bash plate on the standard tanks definitely copped a beating over its time. First things first is to get rid of this. The instructions are pretty clear. Yeah, you gotta get rid of this, drop it down, unplug all your fuel sender, all your fuel pump, everything like that. Disconnect all your filler hoses, vent hoses. Then we can, yeah, swap over the fuel sender unit, put everything into the new tank, and then, yeah, throw the new one back in. Well, there she is. She's all out. Bit of a tight squeeze to get your hands in there and undo all these clips, unplug the fuel sender, but we got there. Best is to try and get your fuel as low as you can before you take it out. I've still got probably, I don't know, quarter of a tank at least in there. Yeah, it makes it a little bit difficult, but I'll clean all this up. We'll take the sender out and bang her into the newie. Alright, so I've just taken the ring that holds the actual fuel sender down. It springs up when you get that up. And then we've got to try and get this out nice and gently. The fuel bowl is full. And it does have a float on it, which goes that way, so you just got to be careful. Trick to it. And that's it, she's out. Voila. Now we do have to do a little bit of a mod to this, so we've got to cut and weld the float off this and extend it. So I'll have to go see a mate. We'll see how we go, but yeah, that's out. Well, that's a bit of a doozy. So I've got the fuel sender out of the old tank, going to bang her in the new one. Obviously it needs O-ring and stuff like that, but This is the hold down ring. So this is off the standard tank. Obviously there should be a new one that matches these holes. And then that obviously sits down like so, with an O-ring under it, and there's no hold down ring. So I've gone back to this and it's not ticked. Les and Huey, you've stitched me up, fellas. You've stitched me up. So I'll have to drop back in Monday after work, pick one up, then yeah, continue with the video then. But yeah, that's a doozy. So that's me for now. Beer o'clock. Alrighty. So in the meantime, I just had to cut like 5mm off the chassis where this rear strap is locating in. So this rear strap, the new strap, is a bit bigger than the stock standard one. So you just have to trim like 5mm out of this back corner, just so it locates in. Then there's one bolt that holds it up. The front strap is all good. Then I was gonna, take off this front shield. And then stuff around with the breather hose at the back there. That'll get me busy for a bit. And then Monday arvo, I'll drop into Lilydale there and grab that locating ring, the push down ring. Good times. Man, I hate working on cars. Who would want to be a mechanic? For fuck's sake.
Three days later.
Alright, I'm back. We got the ring. This is what was missing from the box. So that goes on top, and obviously, screws down to the top of the tank. While I was there, I got them to just tack weld this rod on. So what it does is it sort of extends the float. So it's obviously, not stuck on high for so long, and then, gradually comes down once the fuel level comes down. So my job is to now bang that back into the tank. And then I can, everything else is ready to go, prepped and whatnot. Then I can just, slap it back in, do the tank straps, do them up, and that's about it. So, and then I'll, connect the fuel filler as well. So I get stuck into that. Rightio, time to put the fuel sender and all back into the new tank. Just be gentle with that, be careful with it, you don't want to break anything. Don't forget your O-ring underneath, and then your hold down ring goes on top, and then it's just simply the 6 bolts and we're done. Well, what an absolute mission that was. Would I recommend doing this at home? Not even a little bit. Definitely pay the money, get them to install it. It's an absolute nightmare by yourself, with jacks on the ground. I'm done. So it's all fitted. Took a while actually, took much longer than what I thought it was going to take. Hooked up the fuel filler and the vent hose. Now I just got to fill it. Right, so you're probably asking yourself, mate, why didn't you just pay to get it done? Well, apart from the money side of things, number one, you know how it goes together. So you can pull it apart. If something goes wrong with it, you know exactly, what goes where, the drain plug, the fuel sender unit, whatever. So there's that aspect. I think I'm pretty well mechanically minded, so thought I'd give it a go. If I had a hoist and a transmission jack, would have been easy as pie. But the only issue was really getting the tank straps up high enough to be able to get the bolt started and stuff like that. That was a bit of an issue. Looking back on it, would I do it again? Probably not. I just paid the money. But yeah, if it's something that you could handle in your shed, go for it. why did I go the long range automotive tank over, say, like your ARB, your plastic tank and stuff like that? It's made from 2mm aluminized steel, so I shouldn't have any issues with that, you know, getting pierced or rocks or whatever. If I was to go a plastic tank, you'd probably have to put like a bash plate under there just in case you did land on a rock or whatever, you know, rock came up and pierced it. Whereas with the steel tank, it gives me a bit more peace of mind that it shouldn't have any issues down the track. Many people ask, why wouldn't you just carry jerry cans over buying a long range tank? Like, it's a lot of money, blah, 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 just carry jerrys. But in the scheme of things, I think it would pay for itself. Obviously carrying jerrys, you're gonna need a meter of room. A meter by, say, 600 worth of room to be able to carry 6 jerrys or something like that. Like, yeah, you're gonna have them up on your roof rack, but then you got weight up on your roof. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer for me, in my opinion. So we're doing the Madigan crossing in July this year. If I was to do that, I'd probably have to carry 6, I reckon, jerrys to get me across. Like I said at the start of the video, it's about 750k or something, no fuel stops, 5 or 6 nights in the desert. I'll probably still carry 2 jerrys just to be on the safe side. Yeah, so I've got 135 litres plus another 40, 175 litres, so that should be fine. So I've had the long range tank in now for a bit over a month. I'm getting around about 1,000 Ks, but that's not pushing it to, you know, real low. Still got to do a bit more testing on how much and how far I can run it, because your distance to empty on the dash, obviously that doesn't change. So I don't know if they can recalibrate it in the actual computer of the car, but yeah, it's trying to work out how much you've got left and how, you know, you basically got to go off your kilometers now. So yeah, overall I'm pretty happy with it. Definitely makes a difference, not going to the servo as much, and yeah, doing the long distance driving, stuff like that. So it's made in Lilydale, all made in-house, all Australia made. Yeah, they've got a big factory down there, so yeah, if you're looking for a long range tank, I'd definitely go see the guys down at Long Range Automotive. I hope this video has helped with your decision on whether to go a long range tank or go jerrys instead, or a different brand. But yeah, got any questions, drop them down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Till the next one, see you then. Thanks for watching, guys.